guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. All right, so before I get into today's topic, you know the drill. Go to my website at www.letstalkdarling.com, scroll up to the top and follow me on all my social media platforms while they last. And then scroll back down and do not miss the opportunity to go ahead and enter your email address so that you and I can stay in contact no matter what happens. That is my website. I have control over that. So I don't want to lose you guys. Please go enter your email. I promise you, you will not get spammed. I will not sell your information. It's just so that I don't lose contact with you. All right, so let's get into today's video. So everybody obviously is talking about the events of this past weekend, or I'm sorry, this past Wednesday. I say this weekend because the weeks go by so fast, but this past Wednesday at the Capitol building. Now, I'm not going to talk about in this video about what has gone on, what my thoughts are on that. If you guys want to know my thoughts on that, please follow me on Instagram because I am very, very vocal there, doing lives and whatnot on what my thoughts and feelings are. Unfortunately, I can't be as vocal and as honest here because you know that we are having to be adherent to a lot of rules on social media. So unfortunately, if I want to keep my platform going, I have to play by the rules. That being said, let's talk about the rules. So Twitter and Instagram, I say Twitter and Instagram have now indefinitely suspended President Trump from social media until the end of his presidency. So basically until Joe Biden gets sworn into office officially. Now, the reason that they have stated they have now decided to do this is because they want to protect their community from calls for violence, insurrection of violence, negative hate speech, you know, all the stuff that they say they want to protect us from. But I really just want to call it out as nothing other than pandering to you, virtue signaling that they care because they don't care. They are using the president, they are using all of us, okay, to propel their narrative, to propel their messages. Now, I personally go on social media and I say what I want to say, and I don't do it for any other reason other than to get my thoughts and feelings out there, which is what social media was created for. I do not condone people going on there and calling for violence or calling for hate or any of that stuff. However, I do believe that we have the right to express ourselves. Okay, so I really think that Silicon Valley is on the warpath, and they're not on the warpath against President Trump, although it may seem like right now their focus is on him. But in all reality, the war is against you and I. Because President Trump is just a symbol, and anybody else that gets taken off of social media. Right now, we have Lin Wood getting taken off social media. We have Sidney Powell getting taken off social media. And these particular individuals have been very, very vocal. I myself have actually questioned why Lin Wood, who has been making some very, very strong claims for months and months and months, okay, and has been naming people in his tweets and his posts, saying some very damaging things, outlandish things also. I was questioning, like, the past couple of weeks. I was like, how has big tech not taken him down yet? Okay, so that kind of led me to think, like, they're obviously allowing this. Like, why are they allowing this? And then you know, the events at the Capitol building happened on Wednesday, and I thought to myself once again, how is it that they weren't better prepared for this? Okay, you knew for weeks, if not more, that President Trump was calling people to Washington for this big rally, okay? You knew that they were going to march on the Capitol. You knew that they were going to protest the Electoral College. All of that stuff was known. So tell me why a day after all that craziness went down, they now have, you know, military, police, walls going up around the Capitol building, barriers along the streets so you can't even get to certain places, roads closed. Tell me why all that action was taken after the fact. If you were so concerned with the safety of our elected officials, if you were so concerned with the safety of our citizens who were going to go to this thing, why were you not better prepared? Is it maybe because you wanted that to happen? Okay. Now, I'm not saying anybody forced any of those people who went and broke windows, who went and sat in offices and took selfies. You know, granted, there wasn't really a whole lot of damage done, okay, in comparison to other riots and protests that we've seen from the left. There, not even a quarter of the damage was done. I don't even think it was really that measurable. And some of you guys might want to say, well, Monique, somebody died. Somebody got shot. Yes, somebody did get shot, okay? But 700 people, last time I looked at the total, died as a result of the BLM riots, as a result of the riots for Breonna Taylor, for George Floyd, for Jacob Blake. Are we not going to look at those deaths as well? Are we not going to compare? No death is good. It doesn't matter for what reason it happens. But like I have always said, and I stay consistent to what I say, if you are an adult and you choose to go to these types of things, okay, even if you choose to go to a concert, okay, and you know what kind of craziness can pop off at certain types of concerts, okay, when you choose to go to those things, there is a certain risk that you take. Again, that doesn't mean it's okay that somebody dies. That doesn't mean that it's okay that somebody gets hurt, but it's a risk that you take, okay? President Trump did not stand up there and say, everybody march to the Capitol, break the windows, hurt police, hurt anybody, kill people, shoot. He didn't say any of that. People took it upon themselves to do that, and it is a damn shame. It is a damn shame that that had to happen. But what I'm not happy about is the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy with how big tech is handling it, the hypocrisy with how the media is handling it. And you guys, at the end of the day, your thoughts, whether you want to believe it or not, your thoughts are being formed by Silicon Valley. They are forming your thoughts. Even as I sit here, if you're watching this video, I, in a sense, am forming a thought process to go on in your mind. Now, any right-minded individual, now when I say right, I mean like right in the head, okay, can listen to something and can go, well, I agree with that, or I disagree with that, or I feel like I need to look into that more and find the facts for myself. That's what a normal, intelligent person does. They come, they gather information and they come to their conclusions on their own. They don't go and say, well, I was a Trump supporter, but it's Monique's fault because I've been watching her videos and she made me be a Trump supporter. No, I did not make you become a Trump supporter. You listened to what I said, and whether you held what I said as the Holy Grail or not, that's not my fault. Okay, if you went out and went to the Capitol building on Wednesday and broke a window because of something I said, that's not my fault. That's your fault. You chose to do that, okay? But Silicon Valley has got you so wrapped up in hanging on the word of every last celebrity and every last politician and person, you know? A celebrity tweets about a skincare product and says, oh, you know, this is the best. This is why my skin glows, rather than saying your skin glows because of Facetune, okay? A celebrity goes on and says, oh, I took this pill and I lost 30 pounds. You go buy it, okay? You don't do your research. You don't look at the ingredients. You don't wait and see if it's really a factual, you know, product or it's actually going to do what it says it's going to do. No, people literally take what they see on social media and they run with it. And that is the danger. Okay. So for big tech to be saying that they are now suspending President Trump because they want to protect you, they want to make sure that there's no forms of hate speech on their platform, is a lie. And if you don't believe me, listen to what I'm about to tell you and then go and look it up for yourself. Don't just believe what I'm reading to you. Go look for this information. Go watch the video. Go find the tweets, okay? Leaders of Iran have tweeted, Israel should be wiped off the map. Is that not hate speech? Does that not encourage violence? I think it does. The Chinese government tweeted, the U.S. Army invented and weaponized the coronavirus. Have they fact-checked the Chinese government on that? I don't think so. You want to know why? Because I am still able to go down there and look at that tweet. Maxine Waters posted a video. Again, go look it up for yourself. Maxine Waters posted a video, and she said,
from that cabinet, in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd, and you push back on them, and you tell them they're not welcome.
Okay. Let's not stop there. A couple years back, Kathy Griffin, she held a severed fake head of Donald Trump.
That's it right there. Pull it up.
Now, she got, her career got put in jeopardy because of it, but did they cancel her? No. Did they stop having her on talk shows to talk about it? No. Did they televise her comedy show where she talked about it? Yes. Did she make money with that? Yes, certainly did. Madonna, she stood on the stage, I think, at one of these feminist rallies that they had in Washington, D.C.
I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
If I go online and say anything about blowing up the White House, I will have the FBI, the ATF at my house in a heartbeat, I guarantee you. But Madonna can stand on a stage. Millions of people can cheer for her as she talks about how she dreams about blowing up the White House. Okay? One more. Actually, not one more. I have two more. Kamala Harris, okay, in reference to the BLM riots.
That's right. But they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. And this is a movement, I'm telling you. They're not going to stop. And everyone beware, because they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that they're not going to let up, and they should not. And we should not.
Last but not least, as we all know, Joe Biden will rarely tweet anything or post anything that is actually from his brain. But on his First Dogs USA Instagram page, he uses, if those of you who don't know what this is, he uses animals, okay, to tweet his hate speech or to post, I'm sorry, not tweet, but to post his hate speech or anything that, he thinks about as thoughts coming from his dogs and his cats. Okay. And he recently tweeted, or I'm sorry, I keep saying tweet. He recently posted a picture of his two dogs tearing apart a Trump doll, tearing it in half, like the cotton was coming out of it and all. Now, many could view that as it being a violent, a promotion of violence against our president. But that's still up there. Nobody takes his page down. So you see what I mean when I say to you that the hypocrisy is beyond any level that we've seen, okay? I will tell you what my personal thoughts are on why they are just now doing this. Again, President Trump's presidency seems to be coming to an end now, okay? But Jack Dorsey won't go and tell you that his fortune back before President Trump was elected president was $1.3 billion, okay? In the 3 years since then, he has tripled, if not quadrupled his fortune, okay? It is now listed at $4.5 billion. And that is attributed, according to the article that I read, to the amount of traffic that President Trump has brought to the Twitter website as a result of his tweets. Now, whether you like him or not, he has millions and millions and millions and millions of followers on there, okay? Millions of people hanging on his every word, probably media outlets, all because, he gives these people something to talk about, okay? But now that we're done with him, now they're going to cancel his account. Now they're going to silence him, Okay, so when I say that this war path that they are on is not just about Donald Trump, it's about you and me, okay? Because when they are done with him, they are going to come after you. They are already coming after me. They've been coming after me for a long time, you know, making sure that I don't say certain things, making sure that I don't post certain things, threatening me with taking away my platform. You know, that's a reality that I have been facing for a long time. And you, the average person, might think, oh, well, you know, I can say what I want. They're not watching me. Just wait. Just wait until they deem the scripture, the word in the Bible, hate speech. Just wait, and don't think that we're too far off from that, because they're already doing it with this amen and women bullshit. Okay, they're already doing it when coronavirus, you know, started to become a thing and they wanted to shut down churches. They didn't deem places of worship important. Okay, so we are on the very real possibility of you, the average person who maybe doesn't talk about politics, but maybe tweets about your faith, or has a business where you promote scripture or you promote God. Just wait until they come after you. You're going to be sitting here in my position. Okay, this isn't just about politics. This is about them taking away rights. Okay, so I want to end this video by saying, I really, really encourage everybody to get right, to understand what is going on here, to see the deeper meaning. We need to step away from the Twitters, the Facebook, the Instagrams, the Snapchats, whatever it is that you're on, okay? Step away from it for a second so that you can understand how much of a hold it truly has on you. I myself have taken several sabbaticals from social media where I have completely gotten off social media. And I didn't realize how much of a hold it had on me, because the first couple of days that I was off, I, you know, was experiencing like, you know, withdrawal symptoms. I didn't know what to do with myself. I felt anxiety because I felt like I didn't know what was going on in the world. And it was then that I realized, like, whoa, I really need to get a hold of what my reality is here. And I want to encourage other people to do that, because we have gotten away from our faith. We have gotten away from God. And even if you don't believe in God, whatever your religion is, you need to get back to a stronger moral compass that doesn't involve social media, okay? Because if you don't, you are not going to be able to see clearly, okay? I'm able to see this because I see clearly. I can discern real from fake, okay? It doesn't matter who it's coming from. Even myself, that I'm a Donald Trump supporter, I have no problem calling Donald Trump out when he does or says something wrong. I have never ever been somebody who was happy with how he conducted himself on Twitter all the time. There were some things that I was just like, come on, why did you have to say that? That was unnecessary. And I've called it out on many occasions, okay? But, you know, there are people out there that have really allowed social media to grab a hold of them. And I truly, truly suggest that if you don't think that that's you, make a promise to yourself to take a week off of social media and see how you feel. You will then notice what it's doing to you. Please let me know in the comments box below what you think. Do you think it's fair that they done this to Donald Trump? Do you fear for the future of our freedom of speech? You know, I want to know what you guys think in the comments box below. Give this video a like, give this video a share, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notifications button. Hopefully you will get notified, although I'm being told that even if you have the notifications button on, you are not getting told I am going live or posting a video. There's nothing I can do about that other than to keep speaking my truth, which I will keep on doing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.